We got to review the Kankan album, and I'm seeing you in the chat saying I just read Kankan's Reddit, and they were shitting on it. They were shitting on the new project. Really, I think it's really rich, right? Hashtag RR, Rolls Royce, Raggedy, Rutro, Raggy. Okay, but it seems like they're pissed that Kankan's not on this plug-in B wave that he used to be on in like 2018. Well, bro, it's like the Cardi situation with a whole lot of red. I hate to always just scratch that part. I'm not trying to always relate it. Bro, Kankan been on this like rage dark sound for like, I don't even know, since the beginning of the year. What did you expect? And I personally like this better than the plug-in B, because I was never hardcore on the plug-in B sound. It just like sounds kind of offbeat to me. I know y'all fuck with it, and I'm not hating on y'all. It's just my preference, you feel me? So the reason I got into Kankan originally was early this year, because he got in this rage wave with like the whole lot of red type beats on whatever project, Going to Hell I think is the project, maybe like later 2020 maybe. Either way, I think it was a solid project. I think that let's look at some of the songs. The beginning was fire. It was kind of like a hyper pop, but in like the more lighter rage type songs, whereas on the latter half, the second half of the project, he went back to like his old Kankan, and I'm not even old, because apparently 2018 Kankan, like the r/Kankan right now is shitting on him, saying that he should go back. Like, nah, he started blowing up when he got on the rage wave, because I feel like this is like where he shines. The plug-in B, just I feel like he wasn't blowing up with it. It wasn't working that well, but to each his own. But yeah, so he had the darker half on the second half, which was old Kankan. The beginning was kind of like experimenting with like a lighter shit, kind of like I don't know, I liked it a lot. It sounded like Super Mario Galaxy type sounds. And then Rec, Oxy, Interlude, and Milan, like he got slower. I didn't personally like Kankan on that type of shit, but it was cool. I think you're saying Summers had a better tape. I disagree, but Summers went back to his plug-in B, which, the old fans, I understand. That's how Summers blew up in the first place, so you're probably gonna like him going back to that. Kankan, I personally like this better than Summers tape. Was it better than Yeats though? I don't think so. I think Yeet was a lot more consistent, even though Kankan is super consistent. But let's be honest here. Kankan might have to be in the top tier beat selection rappers in the underground right now. I think this might have had better beats on it than Project X. I don't know what it is, but there's like some specific type of 808 that the producers on this were using that were crazy. Am I right? Yeet doesn't miss. Kankan doesn't miss either, but he was trying to be a little bit more versatile, because I feel like one of the biggest complaints on Kankan is like he always raps the same on every single beat. Do I care? Not really. I like all of these rappers who kind of rap very similarly with the same-ish kind of flow. I mean, that's what every rapper does anyway. Like, people hate on DaBaby, but he'll copy and paste the same verse on a new song every single time, and it blows up, and it still sounds hard. So can you really be angry at Kankan for doing that? I'm tweaking. Why am I tweaking? Project X was better. I'm not saying Project X wasn't better. I think that Project X was better. Here's the reason why, though. I think Kankan's still independent. This tape isn't even on Spotify yet. So if you think that I'm saying Project X isn't better than this, Ken Carson is like, that was his first official project with Cardi, I think. Maybe not. Actually, no, he was signed to Cardi before that with Teen X, and then Teen X Relapse. So he has help, okay? Kankan still is independent. The shit is not on Spotify. Obviously, if he was signed, like, everything would be already released. Like, they'd handle all this shit for him. But yeah, but for being an independent artist, I think this was really good. Project X was still better. I don't get me wrong here. It was more consistent. I don't think Ken Carson had any misses on that. Now, still, beat selection was crazy other than like a few of the slow songs. But again, I think he was just trying to show he's more versatile than y'all think. He showed like a little lighter side. Maybe the next project will be like Heaven, going to heaven, because they already dropped Going to Hell, and he'll be on this hyper pop wave. And everybody in the chat who was saying like shit about Yeet, saying that Yeet carried. I don't think Yeet carried, because I feel like Yeet's mix, as we went over, was kind of off a little bit. Like his voice was like way louder than Kankan's on both of the songs. In this one, it kind of sounded like for Fuck the Cloud, it kind of sounded like too much reverb. I don't know what it is. I'm not an engineer. And okay, the beats were, I don't know. I'd have to listen to T-Nex to really give a comparison. Anyway, yeah, so chill with the Yeet carried, because he did not, although every time I hear a fucking bell, I think of Yeet. So there were some songs in there like Demon Time, or I think Demon Time had some bells. And so at first I was like, Yeet definitely is going to be on this song, when I wasn't looking at the feature list, like I wasn't looking at the title. But when you hear a bell and these darker beats with, I don't even know if these songs had bells, but you knew that Yeet was on it. It's almost like it's Yeet's song with Kankan primarily on it. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah. What was the song that sounded like Russian shit? It sounded like Young Boy. Apparently Kankan's a Young Boy stan, what someone was telling me in chat. I have no idea. But what else? It was consistent. Slower songs, showed versatility. That's about it. I thought it was a pretty good tape. I'd give it I don't want to be sucking dick here. So there's 14 songs. I like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like 5. Okay, Wreck was kind of iffy for me. So let's do 5 out of 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, I give it like a, let me do the math right here. What is like 5 divided by 7? A 7? I'll give it like a 7 or a 6.75, just because of the slower shit. But I understand why he had to do it. Okay, so I ain't angry. It was a solid tape. I still think, and this isn't any hate though, I still think Going to Hell. Where is it? It's not on here. It's on Spotify though. That shit was crazy. They mad because he lost his uniqueness and creativity and sound, because he just gets on Yeet beats and doesn't do nothing on it. He just hum on it. Look at the comments on Can Sub. They explain it better there. Him and Yeet are like riding this wave though. And if you say that, you got to say the same thing about Plug-in B. Because I feel like on Plug-in B, Kankan was kind of the sidekick to Summers and Autumn. Mostly Summers, or I feel like Summers like embodies Plug-in B to me, along with like Doo-Wop Kane. But I feel like Kankan isn't going to stand out on Plug-in B like y'all say. Am I right? But with the Rage shit, this like darker hyper pop, like he's one of the leaders with like Ken Carson, Yeet. Is there any other artist who's on this dark wave of Rage? I don't know. We got beef in the chat, bro. Who's beefing? Ken Change by Yeet goes crazy. Burr was better than this tape. But look, we also gotta think Kankan is likely gonna sign very soon. So he probably wants to show these labels like, look, I can get on the softer side. I can get flaccid for y'all. I can do these love songs, where he didn't really do any love songs on Really Rich, but you know, he was showing his lighter side. He was showing that he's got a little dad bod, a little stomach for y'all. He's soft. And He's gonna get like $1 million deal soon, or at least a couple 100,000. I mean, I would think. I think nothing on here touches Red Eye, Broad Day, Wicked, or Under Us. Summers and Autumn, best unplugged. Can should stick to what he's doing. That's what I'm saying. And Rage is getting old, if you ask me too. However, they've got like the darker Rage wave is different. Like the Yeet, Kankan, that's cool still. Like that's a whole lot of red type shit. But like this super hyper pop, like high pitched tones where someone's, I don't know, drilling SpongeBob's fucking nose in your ear. That shit, it's over with. I ain't fucking with that anymore. It makes me want to rip my nutsack off. But yeah, Dark Rage is still in, and that's what Kankan's doing. So again, album's pretty cool. 6.75, I'd say. 6.75. Favorite song on there, Demon Time. Wait. It'll be better to sign below $1 million because $1 million sign is so risky. I mean, it really it depends on the terms, no? I mean, yes, the more money you sign, it's an advance, so you have to pay that back. But it really depends on like how much. What's your percentage after the advance is already paid? You know, because that's what I would care about. But also, I feel like when you're an independent artist like Kankan, you might as well not even sign for an advance because you're already making money on your streams on your Spotify, like good money, monthly income that you don't need in advance unless you're just like trying to flex like that. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth checking out. $1 million, being like, yo, how much? I mean, honestly, labels can afford that. They can be like, look, I'll give you $2 million for 5 albums. But you're never gonna pay it back. I'm not saying Kankan situation, but like another artist, and we got you enslaved for like your whole life now. You won't be able to drop any music with any other labels, and we're just gonna put you on the shelf. Yeet, his manager, in case you didn't know. Yeet is Kankan's manager? That's not true. I was talking to Kankan's manager last night about an interview. So that's not true. That's not true at all. That would be funny though.